not realize that the same systems in Egypt that kept the children of Israel from going out into the desert and serving God, worshiping God, living for God, that same system is here in America? Because the children over here in America, the church is God's Israel. We were engrafted in through Jesus Christ. We are the children of the Most High God. The same Nephilim spirits that died during the flood, that were working through Pharaoh and the ruling class to oppress God's people, are the same spirits that are operating in this country to keep you down, to keep you bogged down, to keep you poor, to keep you from worshiping and doing great things for God. And God is fed up with it. He says, I'm fixing to shake their foundation. I'm going to strike them with the plagues of Egypt. I'm commanding Pharaoh, the spirit of Pharaoh, to let my people go. This country was established as one nation under God. It's not the devil's country. He has stolen it. He has deceived people. He has made you think that this is the new normal, that you're supposed to work 30, 40 years and then retire and not have nothing to show for it. You're a slave. No different than the way Israel were slaves. What was the point of those systems? To keep you powerless. The devil wants you pushed down, pressed down, where you don't have wealth, you don't have opportunity to do the great things that God has called you to do. The same giants that Joshua crossed over the Jordan and he was up against those giants, those spirits that died, them Nephilim, are the same spirits that these people over here, these secret societies, all their rituals, the celebrities, the stars are worshiping. You're still up against these giants. You're still up against Goliath. You're still up against Pharaoh, Jezebel. They didn't, when they died, they became demons. And this system has been set up to keep you sick, to keep you broke, to keep you poor, for you to take all of your time. Time is a gift, and you take your time every single day, and you wake up and you focus on a job. You get up and do 80, 90 miles an hour to get to work, to be a slave. And people have been in this system so long, boy. The devil is very tricky. Deception. When you don't listen to the voice of God, this is what happens. We're all slaves over here, but God is tearing these systems down. These ruling giants, the way they were dominating the land of Israel, they're dominating this land. Because this land is where the church is at, where the children of God are at. This is Solomon said, there's nothing new under the sun. The same tactics the enemy has been using since way back with the children of Israel to keep them in bondage, to keep them from worshiping God, keep them from serving God, from having money. You think they want you to have money so you can preach the gospel, so you can build rehabs and you can build community centers for your communities to help youth, to help those on drugs? They don't want that. And God is exposing these systems. He says, I'm tired of my children compromising, being cowards. They will not stand for what's right. They will compromise for fame, for money, for position. One of the first groups of people that were cast into the lake of fire were the cowards and the unbelieving. Why do you think the children of Israel, that first generation, died right there in that desert? They refused to fight. They refused to cross over and take possession of the land. This is your land. with Jesus Christ. You're royalty. We're kings and we're priests. We're anointed. Do you not understand what that means? They don't own this land. They've tricked you. This is the promised land flowing with milk and honey, and we have handed over our birthright to Pharaoh, to these giants. And then they prop up these movie stars, celebrities, sports. They prop it all up for you to idolize, for you to worship, because they think it's funny to God. They mock God and say, look, your children spend more time listening to music and worshiping an artist than they do you. They spend more time working at a job, a 9-to-5, than they do you. And God is fed up. He's fixing to shake the foundation. He's going to tear these systems down. And the true children of God that have been walking with Him, that are not afraid, that will stand up and speak and do what He says. God has been preparing a remnant to tear down the altars of Baal. Do you hear what I'm saying? They have set up idols in this country, and everybody is deceived like sheep falling off the cliff. God's raising up a remnant of believers that will be on fire. They will have the resources. They will have the wealth to tear these systems down, to bring the people of God back to Him. That's the Father's heart. He's sick and tired of us raising our hands, saying the name of Jesus, and running to these churches just to feel good about ourselves. We don't even care about those that are sick. We don't care about those that are addicted or struggling. Quit playing church. Because the Lord is going to test your foundation to see if you built it upon money. If you built it upon people, your reputation. It's going to get shooken. The winds are going to come. The storms are going to blow. And the Lord is going to test your foundation to see if you built it upon His word. If you built a relationship with Him. If you put Him first. You can't serve God in Mammoth. You can't serve God with idols in your heart. Y'all be blessed.